They say lightning never strikes twice. Unless you're Chucky, in which case it fries a factory worker and brings you back from the dead. Child's Play 2 is proof that dolls are not just creepy, they're union-busting psychopaths with a nicotine habit. Andy's stuck with foster parents that don't believe him. Kyle's just trying to smoke in peace. And Chucky's out here proving that voodoo and Velcro shoes don't mix. Forget playtime. This is detention with a body count. Buckle up, because the good guy's back. And he's still not very good. The year is 1990, and toy companies are still doing what they do best, ignoring red flags and reassembling homicidal dolls like nothing ever happened. Child's Play 2 isn't just a sequel. It's a cautionary tale about capitalism, foster care, and why you should never trust a toy with its own theme song. This movie takes Chucky out of the apartment and drops him into suburbia, and eventually a full-blown toy factory. Because if you're gonna murder people, might as well do it surrounded by 10,000 of your plastic clones. Get ready, because the good guy is about to show us he's still got plenty of bad left in it. So go ahead and press play on Child's Play 2. Child's Play 2 picks up 2 years after the first movie. The Play Pals toy company, the folks who made the good guy dolls, are in damage control mode. They're trying to convince everyone there's nothing wrong with their toy line. So what do? They rebuild Chucky from the ground up. Brilliant idea, right? Of course, during the process, one unlucky worker gets fried up by a power surge, and just like that, Chucky is back among the living. The head of the company, Mr. Sullivan, wants the doll gone, so he sends his assistant Matson to get rid of it. But Chucky has other plans. Using Matson's car phone, he tracks down Andy's foster home, and then takes Matson out with a plastic bag and sets his sights on his old friend. Meanwhile, Andy's now 8 years old. His mom's been locked away for sticking to her story about Chucky being alive, so Andy's bouncing around foster care. He ends up with Bill and Joanne Simpson, and that's where he meets Kyle, their other foster kid. Andy's still trying to adjust, but of course, Chucky isn't far behind. Chucky sneaks into the Simpsons' house, smashes up the Tommy good guy doll they already had, and buries it out back. Then he swaps himself in as the new toy in the house. Andy knows right away what's happening, but nobody believes it. Chucky makes his move and even tries to start the voodoo ritual to possess Andy, but Kyle interrupts. The foster parents blame her for the chaos, and Phil tosses Chucky in the basement. That's when Chucky notices something's wrong. His nose starts bleeding, his body is turning human again, and time is running out. The next day, Chucky follows Andy to school, messes with his homework, and lands him in detention. Things escalate quickly when Chucky kills Andy's teacher with an air pump and a yardstick. Andy escapes, but nobody believes it, and Phil is ready to ship him back to the foster center. That night, Andy goes to face Chucky in the basement, but Chucky turns the table. Phil shows up, and in the struggle, Chucky causes him to fall and break his neck. Joanne blames Andy and he's sent back to the foster home. Chucky isn't done. He kills Joanne off screen and waits for Kyle. When Kyle finds the buried Tommy doll outside, she finally realizes Andy was right all along. But it's too late. Chucky forces her to drive him to Andy. From there, it all builds to the final showdown at the Play Pals toy factory. Chucky kills off anyone in his way and drags Andy into a voodoo ritual. The problem? He waited too long. The spell doesn't work, and he's stuck in the doll body for good. Furious, Chucky chases Andy and Kyle through the maze of conveyor belts and machinery. The two fight back, mangling him with factory equipment, dousing him in molten plastic, and finally, in one of the most memorable endings in horror, Kyle jams an air hose into his mouth until his head explodes like a balloon. Andy and Kyle survive the night, but they walk out into the unknown. Two kids bound by trauma, not sure where to go next. Child's Play 2, ladies and gentlemen. This movie is just flat out crazy. Chucky's back for revenge on Andy, but this time, Andy's not with his mom. He's stuck with new foster parents and a foster sister. I've always said this is my favorite horror sequel out of all of them. And while I've had a blast watching it in the past, revisiting it for this episode of Video Rental Chaos gave me some mixed feelings. Don't get me wrong, Kevin Yeager absolutely killed it with Chucky's special effects. The animatronics are incredible, the kills are brutal, and that teacher getting hacked up in the classroom still lives rent-free in my head. The mechanics behind Chucky blow my mind every time I watch it. Now, compare that to something like Megan, which yeah, it's cool in its own way, but feels heavy on the CGI. No killer doll movie has ever matched what Child's Play 2 pulled off. Go ahead and argue with me in the comments, but to me, this is still the quintessential killer doll horror film. I remember renting this tape over and over again as a kid, or catching it late night on USA. The TV versions always sucked because they cut out the language and the best kills. But Brad Dourif's voice as Chucky still shined through. His one-liners in this movie rival Freddy Krueger's, no question. All around, it's a super fun horror sequel. Maybe not the best of all time, but it's always close to my heart. You see, my sister Catherine and I used to watch this one constantly. I was notorious for renting the same 3 tapes over and over and over again. And Child's Play 2 was always in that stack. Sitting down to rewatch for this episode really made me think of her. She loved horror just as much as I do, and even during the times when I wasn't keeping up, she'd still let me know what was worth checking out. So yeah, Child's Play 2 isn't perfect, but it's more than just a movie for me. It's a piece of my horror fandom, and a memory I will always hold on to. Remember, Chucky may be plastic, but those kills are 100% real. Sleep tight, and maybe double check your toy box. So until next time, I'll see you at the video store.